I'm going to go across to Ajay Bagga, who has been actually going through this story with us through its various twists and turns. Mr. Bagga, you know, your first response to, frankly, what is an obnoxious post. I think that's the only way to describe it. 25% plus more. Now, what is this more?
No. See, he's done it to everybody from Japan to European Union, even Australia, which has an FTA with them, or Korea, which has an FTA. He's put a 25% unilateral tariff. So this is like, on expected lines. We should not feel humiliated by this. It's okay. 5 rounds of negotiations have happened. Apart from the obnoxious language he used, when Prime Minister Modi was there with him in the White House, where he said India is a tough negotiator and India has a lot of non-tariff barriers. Mostly we have got away lightly because we were working very hard on backstage with them. But this is a letdown, Tamanna, because our team came back 2 weeks back. After the 5th round. And then they said in the middle of August, we will send the US team to negotiate. So what we were conjecturing that probably they will let the tariffs run. And in September, Trump might be coming to India for the Quad meeting. He will want to sign a BTA himself. So maybe he's pushing it for a large agreement. But today is a negotiation tactic where he's thrown a maximalist position, he's thrown an outlier position, 25%, and he's talked about 100% if you buy Russian oil. So let's see whether he comes on that or not. We'll have to check that out. But we have to now go with this. This is a price takers market.
I want to understand how much difference it actually makes, because when you come down to the number crunching, and I mean, your GIFT Nifty, we'll see what the GIFT Nifty is doing, because you might have a bit of hit on it sentimentally, etc. FII flows have not been good. Your long-short ratio has been bearish. All of that aside, how much of a real impact does it make, Mr. Bagga, at the end of the day? India, America is not a major importer of Indian goods in that sense. The trade quantum is not that big.
No, 83 billion is what it is. So, that's why, Tamanna, if you recall, whenever there is good news also, we are struggling to find those exporters. A lot of them are MSMEs and small-time exporters who are exporting. Already steel, aluminium was at 25 to 50%. Copper 50% is coming. Pharma, he has threatened to put 200% on pharma. So all that was being factored in. This will have to be negotiated down to 15% like the EU has done. I think that's where it will be. Impact on market, very little. And we should make people understand that there is very little impact on the Indian economy. It's not like Vietnam, where 30% of their GDP comes from US exports. So they had to do it. They took a 20% and they gave a zero tariff access to the US. We are not going to give genetically modified US agriculture access to the Indian consumer. Europe has not done it. Canada is now supplying. Brazil, which has a free trade agreement and which in fact has a deficit with the US. So US had a surplus with Brazil. He put 50% on Brazil. And of all things saying, because you're prosecuting a right-wing leader, so I am putting it on you.